come from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder. Morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, hands up high and voices free. Down under's where I'll be. Down under's calling, can't you hear?
Hey, g'day, welcome aboard, folks. Nice to have you here. Seriously, I'm a bit skew with today because we've got a lot of things happening, and yes, it's Hump Day with guests. I'm not going to tell you who they are, Jen and Jimmy. I'm definitely not going to tell you who they are at all because you never know. One of them might run and hide. Okay, let me see who's in the chat. Let's go from the top to the bottom. Well, what do you know? Good morning, Jimmy from Shaz. G'day, Shaz. Welcome aboard. Joe Hupp was foist in the ducks. So, by the way, folks, if you're in the Down Under Cruises channel or you're in, Down Under Cruises channel, hashtag duck all lowercase. If you're in the Helping Hands for Cruising channel, hashtag HH the number 4C all in lowercase. And you never know, you might get your channel details up there. Denise, oh, hang on a second. I've got to do this. Denise is coming to the chat and I've got to do this. I just have to. Because Denise, you never know.
Was los, Denise? Hallo? Denise!
There you go. G'day, Denise. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Shaz, I don't have one for you, but you're saying good morning, so there you go. Oh, here we go. Here's this pain in the neck. Jen.Cohen. What a pain in the ass, let me tell you. All she's doing is saying, start shopping now and make a difference. You bloody well better, you mob. Seriously. Make a difference with every bit of shopping that you do, because you see, when you follow that link, folks, you're actually going to put some money into the HH4C coffers. So my suggestion would be just bloody well do it. So whilst I get annoyed with Jen putting those up, let me say it's the best thing that she ever does, because I want you guys to put in bucket loads of dollars. And if you put in bucket loads of dollars, we can get 100,000 people on board cruise ships. There we go. G'day, Joe. Calling this live up on your laptop now. Time to get ready for Rumble here. Yeah, you're right. By the way, Joe, I must say I take exception to the comment that you made on Deb and Matt's show. For those that don't know, Deb and Matt from Down Under, there's it's called Deb and Matt Chat. So they were having their chat about a cruise line that they're thinking of wanting to create. It was a novelty idea. Joe wanted to see barmaids wearing see-through bikinis and bartenders wearing budgie smugglers. I mean, seriously, there we go. I don't know. Denise is saying, g'day to Jimmy. G'day, Jen. Yeah. Oh, Shaun! I don't know whether it's Shaun or it's that bloody Shaun. Seriously? Well, we'll see how we go there. G'day to Shaz. G'day, Mom. How you doing? Nancy's there. G'day, Nancy. I hope you're doing well. Your boy is certainly going in leaps and bounds, and I'm really proud to see him doing whatever it is he's doing. So there we go. You should be really excited about that one. Yes, we're away. No, we're not. We're here. I'm right here. Legends 667. Well, hello. G'day. We're here. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Joe has gone and put out the link there. Helpinghandsforcruising.org is the website. Folks, go and check it out. It's a great website. I didn't create it. That's why it's great. Joe is putting up the fundraiser, so there you go. Thank you very much. Good on you. Denise, g'day, Nancy. And we've got Denise, hope you're well. She doesn't say that to me, but anyway. Legend667 is saying g'day to Joe. There we go. Scotty J Travels, welcome aboard, Scotty. Nice to have you here, buddy. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Good morning, good night. Yeah, well, it is evening here, so good on you. And Joe's put up our personal website, the downundercruises.com. Go ahead, get into that. There's some great news. I know the guy who created it, me. People saying g'day, so that's cool. On the g'days, I'm just going to flick right through because it's way too much for me to. I mean, we're down to 755 million people, and we're already 4 minutes in. Joe has got the hashtag duck, and what do you know? Because he's done it, this is exactly what it does. Hashtag duck, and it comes up with your channel details as well as the link. Joe is saying use the hashtag duck for the ducks channel, use HH4C for the HH4C channel. Thank you. I can't tell you to use that on the Astute Tourist channel because that's Jimmy's channel. Jimmy will need to do that. Now, Mom is saying, hang in there, Denise. I call her Mom because that's what Jimmy does. Jimmy calls her Mom. Denise is saying, understood. G'day, Robin Alley. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Mate, give me a couple minutes because you know what? We've got a regular mob in. And you'll get to see the mob in a minute. I'll bring them up shortly. I mean, the doorbell's already ringing. Anyway, Joe is saying it's all good. I'm thick-skinned. I know you're thick-skinned, mate, but I'm not. I can't handle your. Yes, I can. Shut up, Shaun. Just get it. Hang on a second. Jimmy, stop with that noise. I mean, seriously, be quiet down there in the green room. Oh, all right. Let me do it. Hello? Hello? Oh, there they are. G'day.
Good morning.
Welcome aboard. Oh, Jen, did I say a bad thing about you?
No, you would never say a bad thing about me.
Oh, that's good. Phew, I was worried.
It was about me.
Oh, that's right, Jimmy. Sorry. How you going, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I woke up late this morning. Apparently, my body needed to sleep.
You're allowed to sleep in 5 minutes.
Thanks. The problem with waking up is not the problem, but one of the things I need to do is I have to eat quickly before I take my morning meds, or it'll be a disaster. So that's what I was doing. I was eating.
Mate, don't eat quickly. Eat slowly.
Well, I didn't eat quickly, but I had to put something in my stomach, or if I put the medicine in my stomach and I don't eat, it'd be a disaster.
Yeah.
Not a good thing.
Joe is saying he takes his hat off to all the people who looked after Jimmy during his cancer journey. They are to be credited for all their help. Absolutely. Now, I mentioned this to Jen a little bit earlier on, Jimmy, but I've got you guys set up this way only because with my display as it is, I've got transparency in the background so people can see the background. In your case, both you and Jen have got this fantastic, awesome looking background, and I would absolutely hate for my background to be destroyed by the good look of yours. So therefore, I've got you guys sitting a little bit lower. Is that okay with you?
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
All good.
There are times when you can tell me to shut up. You know that.
By the way, good morning, Jen.
Good morning, Jimmy. How are you?
I'm doing fine. And yourself?
Hanging in there.
And good morning, everybody in the chat. It's good to see you all. Thanks for coming in,
Absolutely.
joining us on Hump Day.
Mate,
Shaun since I've been out sick and convalescing, Shaun has kind of taken over Hump Day which is good. Somebody's got to fill in.
Joe, if you wish, but you can only call me that if I have to put on an accent. Joe saying, "Hey, Jen and Jimmy, the 2Js." Yeah, well, we try to make it to 3Js, but there's no way I can change Shaun to J. Good morning.
You be John.
Yeah. So somebody's in my chat. That must be. Wasn't me, but I think I know who that might be.
Morning, Jonesy.
Yep. G'day from HH4C, the astute tourist. Good morning, Joe. How Ornellas? Those two words are awesome. Yeah, okay. G'day, Jonesy. Welcome aboard. Looking great. Jen from Jonesy. He's trying to chat you up there, Jonesy. I know him. Don't blush. Seriously. Jonesy's a cool dude. Yep. And yes, hi, Shaun. That's it. Danny. Good morning, Danny. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Crazy Peeps and Shaun. Oh, I get to. There we go. She's done it again. Hi, Shaun. But you watch. It's Jimmy or it's Jen. But see, so there we go. Oh no, so that's Sharon. Sorry, that's Sharon.
Good morning, Sharon.
Yeah. Good morning, Jen.Cohen.
Morning, Sharon.
See, there we go. Danny goes, Denise. Hi, Dawn. It's all right. I know when I'm loved and when I'm not.
I love your impression of Danny. That's
right.
G'day, Ryan. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. All right, Jimmy's gone with the HH4C. And what do you know? Let's look at it. There it comes. Up it comes with the link. I love it when a plan comes together. Joe, Jimmy, you're a genius. Shaun, you will hereby be known from here on as Juan. Oh, yeah.
Juan. Okay. There you go.
Juan. But you see, that doesn't sound like a J either. So it would have to be Henny and Juan. Seriously.
Jimmy, Jen, and Juan.
That's it. Juan Carlos. Denise. Shawnee. Okay, all right, you win. I'll take that. I'll buy that. Good morning, Danny. Hey, Danny. Jeez, the chat's huge. All right, so just to give you guys a bit of a heads up, while I was waiting for the two of you to come on up, yep, Jen is the rose between the two clean heads.
Good morning, Danny.
Yeah, I would have gone with eggheads, not clean heads. Top of the morning, Jen and Jimmy. Good on you, Jen. Thanks for doing that, because what you'll come up with is that. So as I was saying beforehand, before you guys came on in, I was actually listening to Matt and Deb's chat, and in there were Rob and Ali. Now, Rob and Ali live in Brisbane, and Deb and Matt come from Sydney. And they were talking about some of their idealistic cruises that they want to bring up. Hang on a second. Arog 72. Denise, good evening from wet and windy central western New South Wales. Yup. You guys have a real big flood, aren't you, Joe? Whereabouts in the central west of New South Wales are you, Dubber? Oberon. Oberon's a luck about 20 minutes away. Yeah, right. But it's close. It's close to Dubbo. It's just around the corner. Anything that is Australia-wide is just around the corner. Amy Knight, hi, coming from Deb and Matt. Nice to have you here, Amy. Thank you for popping in. Really appreciate that.
Amy's a mouse, by the way. Did you see her picture?
I did.
She's a mouse.
I like it.
A mouse with a house. There's Deb and Matt are in Brizzy too. Okay, so that's why you have coffee together so often. Oh, okay, that's cool. Now I do know that you guys are doing a New Year's Eve cruise for 26, 27. You guys have chosen not to sail with us on the Luminosa. I do not take that to heart too much, other than that I'm totally offended. But that's okay. That's okay. You can cruise wherever you like. Cruise wherever you like. Nice. It's very valid point about the cold. Yep. And Jonesy is saying, or just across the strait. Yeah, that's right. Just across the strait.
That's all.
Not too far away. All right. Jen,
Shaun,
what started yesterday?
what started yesterday is an HH4C fundraiser.
Tell me about it.
Well, I will actually drop the link in the chat. For
Mhm.
the U.S. and Canada folks, we are partnering with an organization called A Blend Above to do a fundraiser for the entire month of July. It is super tasty, handcrafted blends in all kinds of categories. So they have dips that can be savory to spicy, everything in between. They have salad dressings and marinades, pasta and pizza seasonings, bread dips, drink mixes, desserts and cheesecake mixes, and soups and meal starters. So it's a huge variety that's available. All
Wow.
of the products are between $6 and $30, so
Wow.
in a reasonable price range. Flat rate shipping, it's available to everyone in the US and Canada, as I said. And the amazing thing
Mm.
about the fundraiser is that we receive 50% of the sales.
Wow, that's good.
That is
50%.
awesome.
50%.
Do we have a goal for this fundraiser?
A boatload of money.
I love it.
Any particular boat that you might be thinking of?
I am thinking about a $5,000 boat.
Ah, okay. So you're talking about Norwegian Encore.
I am.
I thought you'd say that. Um, I'll bring that back up a little later on. I just need to answer a couple of things. Jonesy was saying that it's just across the strait, and we're talking about Bass Strait, which is not that big. Well, it's huge. And Robin Alley, mate, I didn't take anything personal. Just get used to it. You come in here. You come in here. We have a joke. We have fun, and we enjoy each other's company. At the end of the day, I know that you didn't want to cruise. No, I'm joking. Amy says she's from Newcastle, heading on Splendor just over a week to Morton Island, fourth time on the Pink Lady. Wow, that's cool. That's for those of you across the pond. She's talking about the Carnival Splendor, which is the only fully carnivalized ship. The other two that are here are XP&O, and they are blends at this particular point in time.
Blends. They're not carnivalized.
Well, they've got carnival livery on them, but they don't have things like Guy's Burger, and they don't have the
Hmm.
25-hour a day pizza stuff and some of the other restaurants that are available on a standard carnival ship. Um,
Understood.
that they still have some of the P&O shipping and all that sort of stuff, which for some people is a good thing. For others, it's an interesting thing. Now, Newcastle, heading on the Splendor, that's going to be a great cruise. You can always think about joining us on the Carnival Luminosa for December 26, 27. Fun fact today, 2nd of July, is the middle of 2025. That means as of tomorrow, we're closer to 25 than 2000. Yeah, we know that. That's we've always been closer to 2025 than we have to 2000 from this particular point. Oh, you mean 2026 or something like that?
2050, I
Yeah,
think.
2050. There you go.
2050, then 2000.
That's it. Jonesy's done the hashtag duck, and what do you know? Outback Tasmania has their link. Okay, so now you've clarified it. 2050. That's much better.
There we go.
Denise, wow,
Good
that's a
Lord, all
lot.
this math. I don't know. Math is.
so early for math.
What do you
Right,
mean
my
early? It's
lord.
late.
Early for some of us.
Well, for you, yeah. Okay, you're just a little bit more over to the wrong side. Um, Denise is saying of dips. Yeah. Okay. Uh, Joe is saying that he can vouch for what Shaun is saying. He's quite a practical joker.
Kiss ass.
I can't spell the word practical, Joe. Can you? Aroc is taking their first Royal Caribbean cruise on Anthem of the Seas to Vanuatu, New Caledonia, ex-Sydney, November 2026. Man, that is going to be an awesome cruise, especially the South Pacific. Vanuatu, New Caledonia. Are you by any chance going to Fiji or just those two? And if you're doing Vanuatu, New Caledonia, then that would be a 7-day cruise, would it? Cruise, P&O, and Carnival before, but the obvious cost cutting is becoming a joke. Sorry, fans of Carnival. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not
We don't
wrong.
have P&O. We don't have P&O here.
You never did.
No.
Actually,
Nope.
you did. You did get occasionally P&O UK comes in.
Mm.
But
Um,
rare, very rare.
okay, so in answer to your question, Amy, I'm from Melbourne. Jimmy is from,
I'm from New England, the USA.
and Jen is from.
Illinois, USA.
9 days, no Fiji. So Vanuatu to New Caledonia are going to be an amazing cruise. Really, Are you by any chance going to stop in at Mystery Island? Have you ever been down Pacific Way, Denise? Jen and Jimmy. Have you ever been down that side?
You
Well,
totally
it's a
forgot who
mystery.
I was.
No,
It's a
I forgot
mystery.
where I was.
No, I've never been to the Pacific,
Have
even on the
not
west
been.
coast of the country. Have you've been
Yeah.
to California, Jen?
Oh yeah, I used to live in California and I've been to
So you've
Hawaii, but I
you've
have
touched the
not been to the
Pacific.
South Pacific. I haven't been to the South Pacific yet, but that's
I've never
definitely
been
on the
there.
bucket list.
I've never
So
been to the Pacific at all.
Oh, it's
Atlantic and the Gulf of America and the
you
Caribbean
guys,
Sea.
you guys are missing something special. Rob and Ali are saying we don't have P&O now either. Correct, we don't. Jonesy is saying, hey guys, just cracked 700 subs yesterday on his second channel. He's amazed people seem to watch a boof-headed Tasmania. Mate, Tasmania is gorgeous, let me say.
congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. Now maybe you can help me get to 700 on my channel. Maybe. I'm like 20, 22 or 28 away from it. Joe is saying, Amy Knight, Shaun, the primary host, is from Melbourne. Thank you. Jimmy is from New England, area of the United States, New Hampshire. And Jen is from Illinois or Illinois.
No,
Thanks,
Illinois.
Joe.
Illinois. No S. No
It's yeah,
S.
it's Illinois. You don't say
Don't say
Illinois.
the S.
It,
Rock is
but you
saying
say Chicago.
Chicago.
it's the windy
Chicago.
city. The
It is
windy.
the Windy City.
Rock
And
says,
not windy for what you would think.
no, I know. Yes, Mystery Island is the second port of the day, or second port day, which is that's awesome. Mystery Island is awesome.
Does
You
anybody
guys,
know where that island is?
it's a
It
mystery.
sounds like a mystery.
Yeah, it is a mystery.
And we would have found it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Yeah,
Sorry,
well, um,
my Scooby Doo.
Mystery Island is an island that is actually uninhabited. And whenever the
Huh.
cruise ship comes on in, people sail from the mainland onto the island, just for the purposes of the cruise.
Are there boobies there?
Yeah, Denise, get off my show. Denise has been to California. Amy is saying Lifu is her favorite. Enjoy the South Pacific. I think Lifu is prettier for snorkeling than Mystery Island, but maybe she was on the wrong side, or
Mm.
they were on the wrong side. Rob and Ellie are saying they're going to Miami next year to cruise Caribbean and Mexico. Well, Rob and Elliot, we're going to Miami in November to cruise the Caribbean. Yeah. There we go. And also see my cousins, by the way. Thank you, Amy.
Hello, cousins.
Yeah, my cousin lives in Fort Myers, so we're going to pop in and see him. And I think some of his kids are going to be there. Joe is saying he's a meager 15 subs or 500.
Wow, so close. That's awesome, Joe.
Aroka is saying they hope RCL can get Lalipa up and running. Yeah, that would be good. Lalipa is the RCL's private island that's going to be in the South Pacific, in case you didn't know. Jonesy is saying, you're going great, Joe, and that you are. Joe is saying, Jonesy, my subscriber count is steadily rising. That is what we want. Rob and Ali, can I join you? G'day, Najuma. Welcome aboard. Now, Amy, let me put this to you. If Rob and Ali won't join me, or Ilana and I, why would they let? No, I'm joking. I'm just joking. Joking. They'd rather cruise with Matt and Deb. I know. And then Amy and Peter as well. So there you go. Seriously. All right. Arok is saying, Jimmy, who has the best clam chowder, or is that chowder?
Chowder.
Gotta say it like you mean it. Chowder.
Chowder.
If you're from New England, and even there's states south of us like Rhode Island and Connecticut that claim they have the best chowder. Yeah, no. No, sorry. And then there's that Manhattan stuff, that tomato soup that they call chowder. Yeah, no. You come to New Hampshire, Massachusetts, you'll get yourself, and even Maine, you'll get yourself some real chowder.
Jen, the only thing that we've got happening right now is the A Blend
a Blend Above fundraiser.
Fundraiser. Is there anything else coming up in the short term?
There is something coming up in the short term. Next month is our silent auction.
Oh yeah, what are we auctioning off?
We are auctioning off all kinds of amazing things that are slowly but surely being collected.
Such as?
Well, would you like to see something?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay, this lovely box.
Hey, you want to see something?
It's a
Tomo.
box.
Yeah. Hey, kids.
Hey,
there we go.
Hey, little girl.
It is a water bottle that is covered in Swarovski crystals.
Oh,
it's bedazzled.
It is beyond bedazzled, and it doesn't do it justice on camera. It really is just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece.
Oscar,
so that is one thing. We have, yes, there's some music.
Bedazzled.
It is shiny. We have that. We have a piece of artwork that has recently come in. We have all kinds of things.
This is for the auction?
Spoil the surprise. Yes, for the auction.
Ah, yes. There's also I know of somebody who's donated a cruiser's survival kit.
Really, Jimmy?
Yes, so that'll be up for auction. There's going to be things in there that you're going to need if you're a cruiser, first-time cruiser or many times cruising. There's going to be items in there that that will be vital to your successful cruise. So,
absolutely,
sounds like fun. But I thought you couldn't tell us everything because it's a secret.
Well, I'm not telling you everything. I just thought I would show off the sparkly, bedazzled water bottle and tell you that we got a beautiful piece of artwork in that I can't wait to see how that goes.
Oh, Denise has gone there and she said she's made something.
She's made a little something.
Kinky.
No. It's a box. Yes. It's a box.
It's a box. It's all in the box. We've got a Jimmy there. Amy, are other cruise lines capitalizing on Carnival's silly reward program in America?
Yes,
They are.
they are.
In what way?
I think just by like Royal, and there's several of them that are MSC, and I think Margaritaville. They
Mhm.
are offering cheaper cruise fares and things like that. I know that some of them are offering up free drink packages if you sign up for a certain passage, um,
Mhm.
and lots of savings. So right now is the time to strike if you want to get on another cruise line other than Carnival. One thing I can say about Carnival too is they're kind of reeling back. I think they know that they effed up,
Yeah.
and they're kind of reeling back on um, toting their points package, their loyalty package thing. So
Mm.
Colleen and I have been getting inundated in the mail by Carnival, their cardboard flyers, and they're
As have
offering
I.
all kinds of savings. So I think they know that they messed up, and people aren't happy. So.
Yes.
Hey, look, you know what? At first, I was a little taken back. I'm not a big cruiser in terms of how many I've been on, like a lot of folks have. But at first, I was a little taken back. Like what? Because I don't know whatever color you are first, blue, I think, or something. And then we were getting close to going to the next tier. Well, that's all going to change, I think, now.
Mhm.
But whatever. I wasn't going to benefit anyway. What was I getting? A free bottle of water in my room or some stupid
Yeah,
thing
and
like that? So
I
who
haven't I
cares?
haven't actually cruised with Carnival yet. So for me, I don't have any loyalty built up with them. So it's not hitting me the way it's hitting some of these folks who have built up to diamond and platinum levels,
Right?
and
I know that
they have been loyal.
people like Scott from Controversial Cruising and Liz and Chris from Carnival Cruise Addicts. I mean, they cruise Carnival a lot, and I think Scott was like, what's the top tier? Is that Diamond? I think he was very close or like one cruise away from becoming Diamond, and I don't know if that
Right.
has changed. I don't know if
Well,
that has
now
changed for him.
the issue is that it's going to you still can reach that status because I don't believe their new program's going into effect until June of next year. But when it goes into effect, you're going to have to spend a certain level to maintain that standard, and it's a lot of money.
And that
Yeah,
becomes a real challenge when you're looking at someone who cruises maybe every second or third year, right?
that's us.
Yeah,
That's us. I mean,
Yeah.
it for it costs a lot of money for us to scrape up the dough to be able to cruise,
Mhm.
and I mean, look, for someone like us, we're not cruising for the points or I mean, it's kind of fun
Right.
to to reach some sort of status, but now I'm not a gambler, so I don't spend a lot of time in the casino. I don't cruise to go to a casino. I have casinos right here in New England. If I wanted to
Mhm.
gamble, I could just go there. I know that there's a lot of folks that's what they do. They spend a good portion of their cruise in the casino, and there's nothing wrong with that. And okay, reward those people if they're spending thousands of dollars plus what it costs to take the cruise. Maybe they deserve something a little extra.
I think so.
Rock is saying that her partner or his partner has mobility issues, and whilst they understand lines need to maximize occupancy, they feel that the lack of balcony accessible cabins, at least the ships that
Mm,
sail here, make it harder. That's a good point.
that is.
Um, Denise,
Denise.
Denise,
Denise,
Denise
yes,
over.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
First, you cut the hole in the box. Then you put your okay. Let's keep it clean, shall we?
Uh,
This is an X-rated show. Excuse me.
Oh, that's a Christmas song. That's a Christmas song.
Yep. Rock says that in their recent experience, Carnival Splendor was the worst with nothing available, and Anthem had only an interconnecting cabin at the
Ugh.
price point they were looking at, cabin class 4D for those who know.
I am not a fan of the interconnecting cabin.
Yeah,
Unless you're sailing with other people and those are
you
that's
know.
who you're connecting with.
Yeah.
Like when my sister and I went with my parents on a cruise and we got connecting cabins, and it was super easy because, you know, in the morning we could just talk to each other by opening the door and didn't have to go out in the hallway and all of that. So that was lovely. But when I don't know the other people, I am not up for
Do you mean to
that.
tell me? Do you mean to tell me that you would never get a connecting room with me?
But I know you.
Oh, okay.
I
But
said
that's the problem. You know me, and you still wouldn't get the. Okay,
Sean,
Joe is.
I'd be put out if we didn't get connecting rooms.
That's true, and I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what would end up happening. Both Colleen and Ilana would go into one room and chuck us in
Right?
the other room.
Yeah, they would throw us out and go, "You clowns, you're sleeping together. Get out of here."
Joe is saying to Rock that he's cruising with Ilana and I at the end of next year, planning to get a bus for us to use. He's got a bus operator in mind, so hopefully that'll work for us. Jen, you know what I'm talking about, says Denise.
100%. As soon as I saw the comment, I started laughing.
Joe saying he's going to head off. Talk again soon. Jimmy, keep on fighting. Joe, you only just got here, mate.
Thanks, Joe.
Arak is saying Joe will be going down the day before and staying in Sydney. That's awesome. See you, Joe, from Jonesy. And Denise is saying, I'll miss the pins. They could sell them for like $5 and she'd buy them.
I think a lot of people are going to miss the pins.
Yeah.
What about the ship on a stick? Is that going away?
Better
not.
Oh, golly. Whoa. Wow. Ship on a stick? They're going to do away with that. That's it. I'm not sailing them.
I don't know if they are. I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just saying.
Okay, Jimmy, you just have got a heads up from Denise. You look so good. Voice is back. Color is good. And showing the video of you singing it at the hospital.
Yes.
Awesome.
For those of you that don't know, the day that I was leaving, being discharged at the hospital, of course, I have to bring my guitar with me in the hospital because some days when I was strong enough, I would play it. I sang for the nurses, and Colleen videotaped it.
Oh,
and Magic. There was quite a crowd at the door. Yeah, it was nice.
Magic. I can imagine there wouldn't have been a dry eye.
Yeah.
Well, it was country road, so they were singing along and clapping, and I think Kurt probably would have cried.
G'day, Deb and Matt. We were just talking about your show a little bit earlier on, how disgusting it was that you didn't accept my idea of the barmaids in the see-through bikinis and the barmen in budgie smugglers, but that's okay. I can handle rejection. And the fact that you're not going to cruise with us on New Year's Eve 26, so there you go. That's your problem. Denise is saying, supposed to keep the ship on a stick.
Okay. Like I said, I'm not trying to start anything. I was just asking the question. I don't know if they're doing away with that or not.
You never know. HH4C could create a ship on a stick and sell it to everybody, and we might make a bucket load of money. Talking about things like that, recipe book.
Recipe book.
What's happening with that?
Recipe book. We are collecting recipes right now. We are formulating a plan for how the recipe book can be an ongoing thing. So what we want to do is actually structure it in a binder to make it easy to put additional recipes in. And then what we're planning to do is come out with a new pack of recipes every year so people can keep it going. And it's not just a one-time thing, just a one and done.
That's fantastic. Now, who's putting in those recipes?
A number of people have put in recipes. So Chef Todd has put in recipes. The lovely Ilana has put in a recipe. Danny D, her sister-in-law, submitted a recipe. We are getting them from all over the place, and we are collecting all of those, and we're going to do some specialty packs of recipes, like a cocktails recipe kit and things like that. So that is also coming up. We have a lot of stuff on the horizon.
Rob and Ali have to spoil a good thing. To be fair, Matt, it was only Shaun that was talking. Seriously, Rob, you have to give it all away. I mean, some friend. Iraq is saying that they're not a fan of interconnecting cabins either, unless traveling with friends or family, but a non-interconnecting accessible cabin was going to cost just over $7,200. Jeez. Versus the
Holy cow.
$5,700 they were paying. Bear in
That
mind,
is an outrageous difference.
yes, and bear in mind that we're paying Aussie dollars.
Right.
Aussie dollars converts to USD, so you're going to have to add on extra. So,
Yeah.
what would be so for example, that $7,200 cabin would probably be $5,700 to you in USD.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's huge. And Arok is using a travel agent. That's awesome. Matt is going high and not denying the idea, just maybe for a certain demographic. Come on, we're the demographic, right? On your cruise ship. Seriously. The one you invented. Sharon, good morning, Joe. Good morning, Shaun, Joe, Hup, Radio, Jonesy, and Deb, Matt. Yep, to all the kitten caboodle. Thank you, Sharon. Deb and Matt, that's cool. We'll look at a good recipe. Absolutely, it's going to be awesome. Danny is saying, yep, as she was willing to help. She loves cooking also. That's great. It's a cruise life. G'day. Welcome aboard, Jimmy. I mean, there you go.
Good morning.
It sounds like that. Do you think he's really calling out to Jimmy like that?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Oh, no, it's Danny who's doing the call out for him. Arok is saying cooking from US cookbooks is interesting. Not only is there converting from US imperial to metric, but the cup and spoon sizes are different. Aussie cup 250 mils, US 236 mils. Hey, don't worry, we'll get it translated.
I found out yesterday that 180 degrees Celsius is actually 356 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And 32 degrees F is 0 C.
Correct.
So there you go.
Mine hat is intact.
Hey, Pete and Lisa from Danny. It's Cruise Life, damn right. And wait, there's a cookbook? Yes, Denise.
There's going to be a cookbook, Denise.
Denise. Hang on, Denise. I've got to do this. Come on, seriously. Because I know this will get you right on.
Help me! Help me!
Thank you very much. There we go. Seriously, the people I'm working with. Let me go back. There we go. I missed one. There we go. Arok is saying probably worth noting the US audience that Aussie cruise fares usually include all taxes, fees, and gratuities. That is correct.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Well, here's the thing. One of the things that I got when we came over for the Horizon if I walk into a supermarket here, the price that's on the shelf is the price I pay.
Huh.
If I go into a supermarket in the US, the price I pay is just the beginning.
No,
Right.
not necessarily. It depends on the state that you go to. So where I live, there's no sales tax. So the price you see is the price you pay. There's
Not in
other
Illinois.
states. So there's other states that have sales tax. Florida is
Mhm.
one of them. So I know that you've gone to Florida, Sean, and it's
Yeah,
probably
Florida
different.
is like we
Yep.
walked up to the counter with whatever we had, and it said what the shelf said $5.20 or whatever, and the guy goes $9. Thank you very much. I go, what?
Right. One of the attractions for tourists to come to New Hampshire is the no sales tax. Because if you go, a lot of people come to New England because of the history here and that.
Mhm.
Um, they go to Massachusetts, and we call it Taxachusetts because they tax you for everything. So a lot of the tourists like to come over the border and come to New Hampshire because there's no sales tax here. So, and it's one of the only states where you can stop at a rest area and buy liquor. Go
Um,
figure.
Hmm.
I just have to mention this really quickly. Jonesy, do me a favor, mate. Don't step outside. Because I know that when you step outside, your voice will go up 3 octaves. It's
Yeah.
freaking freezing. But now you want me to come down to Tassie. You're not. Yeah, seriously. Denise is saying, help me, help you. Yep, that's cool. Thank you. Sharon is saying, good morning. It's a cruise life. Let
Good
me see.
morning.
Good morning. Denise is saying, that's it. She's coming to New Hampshire.
There you go. Come on, come visit me.
Arak is saying it's also nice to eat out, etc. here and not need to calculate gratuities, though some Aussie restaurants, mainly in Sydney and Melbourne, are trying to pull that stunt to much backlash. It
Oh.
ain't gonna fly, and yeah, it ain't gonna fly because I mean Aussies, as you know, Aussies will pay a tip if it's deserving, but where it's an expectation, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to clarify or supplement somebody's wage.
Mm.
Um, hey Sharon, and that's the only reason why you would be doing that is having a salary supplemented. All right, you know what? I'm glad Ross isn't here because
Hey.
Ross would
Damn it, Ross.
Ross would have jumped up and down and abused me because I haven't played this yet. So let me get it done. Once is enough. Come on, seriously. It's going to be an awesome cruise. We're so looking forward to that cruise.
150 days away.
Yeah, but who's counting? Me.
Whee!
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you what, Jen, it's going to be amazing. We can go on board that cruise and talk about Jimmy. Oh, sorry, mate. Didn't mean to do that.
That's okay. Look, if they're not talking about you, that's the bad thing.
That's right.
Is that like there's no such thing as bad publicity concept?
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Deb and Matt say they tip those who provide good service, but that's also back end staff and literally someone who cleaned the stairs. I'll tell you what, when we went on our very first cruise, on the Golden Princess, which is now the Carnival Adventure. When we went on the very first cruise, I was watching somebody clean and polish the gold bits on the door to the restaurant, and I went up to the guy and I said to him, "Mate, thank you so much for doing that." And the smile on his face, I made his day at the
Yeah.
end of the day. So there we go. Arak, love you back. That's the truth. if that is what I think it is. It is the love
Looks
symbol.
like it.
Yep. So love you back. Good on you. So with the rock and roll tribute cruise, things are traveling along. We've currently got 66 cabins sold at this point in time, which means that it is exactly 30 more cabins than the inaugural Helping Hands for Cruising cruise we did when we had the Carnival Horizon. So I'm excited about that. More importantly, I believe there are some people who already got their dollars in for the I-125, which is going. For those that don't know, the Norwegian Encore has a go-kart track on there. You have to beat me on the go-kart track. So get involved. It's going to be fun. We're going to have an absolute ball.
I paid my fee.
Yep. Arok is saying the Carnival Adventure is a good-looking ship. They enjoyed that ship. Sadly, then P&O product let it down. Yep. Well, it's no longer P&O now. It's now Carnival. So we'll wait and see what happens with that. I'm only sorry that they haven't. They've gone. Okay, the ships are part of the Carnival crew. So let's bring a total carnival experience down under.
Mhm.
Don't still have previous cruise lines decor stuff on there. I might be upsetting a few Aussies, but you know what? Sorry.
Mm.
At the end of the day, P&O don't exist. Why don't they exist? Because they didn't make the money.
True.
So the ships are now here. Let them stay being the carnival ship, but let them be the carnival ship, not a hybrid. And I think that's also where the Costa ships are failing a little bit. The Costa ships, like the Luminos and the Venezia, they're not true carnival ships.
Right.
We'll borrow them for the moment until we're ready to give them back.
Hmm.
That's just my feeling. I don't know if you guys agree.
I don't have an opinion either way.
Yeah. It's like I said, I haven't it's so funny because the I haven't had the chance to sail with Carnival yet. So to compare their ships and everything else, that's just out of my scope. So
I'll
I've
tell you
sailed
what.
MSC. I'm sorry, Sean.
I'll
I've
tell you
sailed
what.
MSC and
Yeah, go on, Jimmy. Go on, Jimmy.
love the delay. Hey, look, we're talking from far away here, everybody. He's in
it is.
Australia. I'm in the
It
USA, so there's a
is.
little bit of a delay. I was going to say that I've sailed MSC and I've sailed Carnival. I've been on three or four Carnival cruises.
Okay.
Carnival is a different experience than MSC. Honestly, I'm 61 years old now. I like MSC. It's I'm not saying it's laid back because it's not. It's just as fun, but it's a different crowd. There's a
Yeah.
lot of younger people on Carnival. There's a lot of younger, stay up real late party type of people, and that's not a bad thing. But I'm not in that group anymore. And honestly, I, I want to sail MSC again. In fact, I think the first sailing that we do will be World America.
Jimmy, you made a
Catholic.
comment earlier on, and I just wanted to clarify something. Seriously, you said you're 61. You don't look a day over 59.
Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
Um, Danny is saying that she can't wait to hear who wins the go-kart race. And Arok says, I do wonder if licensing with New Zealand Ice Cream and Luke Mangan is the reason it's not fully carnival with Masala, Tiger, Guys Burger, and Fahrenheit. You know what? That could be it. But you know what? They're all carnival ships, so Carnival can do whatever they want. They're big enough to change licensing and so forth. So you never know. Amy is saying we need more ships in Australia with like go karts, etc. On absolutely. That's why. I was talking with the guys at NCL, the we are associating with the NCL management that handles the groups for the Rock and Roll Tribute, and they are actually quite keen on assisting us. And I was asking them, why don't we get any decent NCL ships down under? I mean, they're here temporarily; they're not here for any decent length of time. And the manager was saying, okay, he's gonna find out. He hasn't come back to me yet, but I think the idea is that the more the offering is there, the more Aussies will take it. I mean, before the big C hit us, Australians were the second largest cruising community worldwide. So per
Really?
capita. So yeah, per capita. So stands to reason that we do deserve some of the better ships down under. Iraq is saying to Amy, they believe RCL's quantum class ships have dodgems. And Rob and Ellie are saying they like MSC as well.
Yeah, I do.
Haven't had a chance to try MSC yet.
Denise,
Yeah, they're good.
Denise is saying it's more refined, or at least it looks that way. Iraq is saying, Jimmy, you don't look a day over 50. There you go. See?
Thank
Beat
you.
me to it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm about 90, but appreciate that.
Yeah, we don't go with what we feel like. That's
Right.
yeah.
You're as old as you feel. Deb, no, that's not right. You're as old as who you feel. No, Deb and Matt are saying looking forward to doing MSC. And Denise is saying she wants to go to bed at 9 and get up at 5. Well, you're going to be a long
9
way
p.m.?
from doing it, seeing as you're
9 p.m.?
seeing as you're working all night. G'day, Mona. Did what? Good morning, Jimmy and panel guests.
Hi, Mona.
Hi, Mona.
Hi, Mona.
And good morning to everyone. Let me see. Danny is saying g'day to Mona. Oh, there we go. Peter, g'day, mate. We were just talking about you. G'day, Shaun, Jimmy, and Jen. I really hope MSC come to Australia. They will match your status with Carnival status, and they will be competitive with price and their offerings with Carnival too. Yeah, I think
they will.
I think MSC are certainly trying to make a big thing. I mean, they're already the largest shipping company in the world. They beat Royal because most of their MSC shipping is freight.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So they'll match your status with Carnival. In fact, I think they'll match any status from any cruise line.
I think so.
And if you book another cruise when you're on board MSC, you'll get it at a fraction of the cost. So
great.
While you're cruising, if you book one when you're on board,
right,
future one, you'll get it at a fraction of the cost.
Deb and Matt are saying yes, RCL are great, especially the quantum class with the C-Plex for teenagers. We don't have any of those, thank God. Iraq said they heard a rumor from a friend who works in MSC Australia that MSC might be considering home porting here in the near future. Well, that'd be awesome. The question is where. And I would hazard a guess to say it would most likely be Sydney or Brisbane. I'm more inclined to think Sydney. G'day, Peter from Denise. Peter, I don't have a thing here, but I've got one here that might just suit for Peter when we're talking about when Amy steps in.
A few moments later.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. Shaz is saying that Jimmy, she's 61 soon, will be 62. Yeah? Well, we hope that you make it to 62 if you're 61. I won't tell everybody that I'm 64, but that's besides the point.
September, right, Sharon? Your birthday in the beginning of September?
Arak is saying, of course, with cruising on a slight downturn, not helped by Sydney being the most expensive port in the world. Yeah, but you know what? The ships are not coming into Melbourne. The ships are coming into Sydney because Sydney has the CBD right there at the port. They're not coming into Melbourne. Why? Because Melbourne Ports is just far too greedy. And Station Pier does need a good look over. And not only that, wouldn't help if they recreated what's the other port? So we've got Station Pier, and then there's Princess Pier. That's right. It wouldn't help if it would not hurt if they recreated Princess Port and not left it as a ruin. Danny's having a giggle there. Okay, so you know what the time is, Jimmy?
It's let's see, it is 9 o'clock p.m. in Australia. It's 700 hours here in the U.S. and 0600 in Central Time.
So look who just stepped in to wake us up.
Eddie
Oh.
Lugo. Yo, yo, yo.
Talk about self-promoting. He's probably jumping in because Eddie comes on about 7:15 today.
Yep. In just a few minutes.
And I want to say before we bow out of here, I got a couple things, if you don't mind, Shaun.
Yep.
The return of Cup of Joe Live will be Friday, Independence Day at 6 a.m. Welcome back,
cool.
Jimmy.
Hooray!
I will start Cup of Joe Live this week, Friday morning, 6 a.m. Please join me for our Independence Day extravaganza. For those of you across the pond, it is Independence Day week here and weekend coming up in the United States, where we kicked the crap out of the British and took our freedoms and independence away from.
What? You don't have a far king like we do?
Not anymore. No far king. But yeah, join me and hopefully the rest of the Cup of Joe morning crew on Friday. I've decided, and so we'll be back. The other thing is if you are interested in some history and the history of the U.S., go over to my channel, the Astute Tourist channel, and look up A Revolutionary Minute. There are some short videos. They're just about 3 minutes long, and you can learn something about the history of the U.S. So go over and check that out. And if you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it. We're trying to make our way to 1,700 subscribers. So, all right, that's all I got.
Before I
Shameless promotion.
Before I pass the duchy, Iraq is saying Station Pier was never fun when they sailed on Spirit of Tasmania. That's why they moved the Spirit of Tasmania to Geelong, because Melbourne ports just did not make life easy. Danny is saying good morning to Cheddar Cheese Eddie. Yep, okay.
Cheddar Cheese Eddie.
And Eddie's saying, keep going, you bunch of OGs. Okay, welcome back. And Denise is going, woo, okay. And Jen, what have you got coming up for your show?
For my show is tomorrow morning. I am on Tuesday and Thursday mornings, and tomorrow is going to be about freedom, keeping with the Independence Day theme.
Well, there you go. Roxy's happy.
That's what we'll be talking about.
Yep, happy kicking 18th century British butt, Denise. That's Jen and Jimmy.
Well, Denise too.
Yeah, Denise as well. Fun historical fact, okay? Fun historical fact. One reason Australia was settled was because of the War of Independence. The British needed somewhere else to go after losing to the US. That's very true, and what can I say? Okay, so folks, what I'm going to say is there's a shipload of other messages coming up. I'm going to not worry about those for the moment. We have got our Friday night normal for those across the pond, Saturday brunch for those on our side of the pond coming up this weekend. Don't know what we're going to talk about. We'll see how we go, but it'll be something pretty close to your Independence Day celebrations. At any rate, folks, I'm going to wish you all a very pleasant evening, and thanking you so much for your company, both Jen and Jim. Thank you so much. And Jimmy, you're looking good,
welcome.
mate. Mate, you are looking so good. What can I say?
Thank you. Thank you. It's all the prayers. Thank you guys for everything.
Yeah. You keep it up, mate. And I can tell you that Jen and I fully agree that you don't look a day over 59 anyway.
Don't bring me into this.
Oh, come on.
Don't bring me into this.
Sharon is saying that August the 1st is her birthday.
Oh, August. Okay.
Don't you forget it. With that in mind, folks, wishing you all a very happy day. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Come from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder, morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land